So today we're going to be doing the gear cube, and I'm including this one on my cubes of intimidation section because I don't know about you, but it was pretty intimidating for me, just because, you know, when you turn it, it just seems like it's really hard to get all the colors and the teeth lined up. It just, you know, it seems like you have to spin it forever to get it back to where it goes. And so when I first started looking at it, it was pretty intimidating, but after I learned how to do it, and you'll see after this video that it's really easy. This is actually the easiest cube that I have. It's even easier than the 2x2. There's really only 2 moves you have to remember for this, and I'll go over those in just a second. But anyway, let me go ahead and give it a quick mix up and we'll get started with it. Okay, so I think this is good enough. Alright, so you can see that all the colors and all the teeth are all kind of messed up, and the very first thing you want to do is solve, well, I start with a white face, obviously, and you want to solve the white corners, and you also want to have them lined up with the white center. Alright, so basically we're not worried about the edges yet. We're going to go ahead and do the white corners. Now what's cool about the gear cube is that you actually solve 2 things at once. Like, for instance, right here, these white corners are already paired up, the white with the green, and so that means the other 2 white corners are already paired up somewhere on the cube. So if you just take a look, you'll see them right there on the bottom, and that means that all you need to do is just move them around and then just move them up. And so there you have your white corners. Now they're not lined up with the white center yet, but all we have to do to fix that is just keep rotating it until they do line up. So there it is. So again, it's pretty cool that you when you solve 2 corners, the other 2 are already solved, and you just have to move them around and match them up. So that's really easy. Alright, so that's the first step, and now we'll get ready for the second step. Alright, the second step is we want to get the white edges up here, and we'll take them, you know, 1 pair at a time. And you can see that in this particular example, none of the white edges are up here. Sometimes you'll be able to skip this step if they're already there, but in this case we won't. So this is a good example. So what you want to do is you want to look for the white edges, and here they are, and again they're paired up together always. So here's 1 pair here at the bottom, and that's how you want to hold the cube. Whichever pair that you're trying to move to the top, have the pair kind of like this, okay, not horizontal but kind of vertical to you. Okay, so you want to hold it with the white on top, just like this, and you do this move. You right prime, and then down twice, and then right prime. And you'll see that that moved that pair from here up to here. Okay, so now we want to do this pair. So again, we hold them straight up like this and hold the white face on top, and then do that same move. Right prime, down twice, right prime again. And there they are. Alright, so now we have all the white on top, and now I'll show you how to get it all in the right spot. Okay, so the next step is we want to look at these white edges and we want to see if they're in the right spot or not. And in this case they're not. Okay, so we see we have the green over on the blue side and we have the blue over on the green side. Okay, so there's another little simple move to fix that up. The only difference is this time you want to hold with the white side facing you, and the 2 pieces that you want to switch are horizontal rather than vertical. Okay, so I'm going to hold the cube like this, and what you want to do is move excuse me, you want to do left, and then you just want to move the bottom until you see them line up properly right here. So I'm just going to keep moving it until they line up the way they're supposed to. So not yet, almost. And right there. Okay, so now they're lined up properly. I just move the left side one move counterclockwise. And so you see that that swapped these two right here, and it fixed the orientation. Okay, so now we have these two need to be swapped. So we're going to do that same move. Okay, so again, it's left, and then just move the bottom until they line up right here on the right side. There it is. And then just move the left side back up. And there you go. So that's the only two steps for the gear cube. A lot of times on the gear cube you will actually solve it by accident. Like sometimes I'll be trying to mix it up and I'll solve it. It's that easy. I mean, it's really easy to do. Like I said, there's only those two moves you have to remember, and sometimes they will already be lined up and everything will be matched up, and you won't even have to do both of the moves. So yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and do this one because it's just so easy. Even though it looks intimidating, it's really simple. So if you have a chance to pick one up, and you know, it's really cool the way that it moves. If you're especially like me, I like gears and things like that. So yeah, I really like the gear cube, and hope this helps, and I'll see you next time.